The most difficult thing is balancing people's expectations.
Yeah.
People ringing you up and demanding it be done today. It doesn't work like it.
I think you're free all the time, just sitting around waiting for the phone, yeah.
Yeah, I had a guy ring me at 5 p.m. Christmas Eve.
Really?
Come over now and do my lawn. No. He's like, what? And I said, okay, it'll be $500 for me to come out and mow your lawn.
Yeah.
And he said, no, that's too much. And I said, well, you need to wait then. He's a regular now. I only did his the other couple of days ago.
So welcome to Matthew Prosser, and you're the first Jim's Mowing and Jim's Group franchisee we're interviewing in 2025. So happy New Year to yourself. And you've just rushed back home. I sent you a message because I hid the thing, and so I'm just getting back home from a big day in the field. And so we appreciate you coming on already after a hard day out there. As you said, it's very hot up there today in Queensland. So how's it been for you overall anyway so far?
Oh, well, Joel, it's been a bit of a roller coaster. It's just taken off. Probably 7 weeks now, I think it is. And it'll be 180 something leads.
Wow.
Yeah. I think I'm 46 regulars now, 47.
Did you start with a new sale, or did you buy any clients or anything? Or
No, it was all fresh. No.
Like new sale? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've been happy with the start you had?
Yeah, just hard to keep up, really.
Yeah. Well, you just mentioned to me off camera that you're employing someone tomorrow already.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, just so I can keep up. And
so I was going to say, well, then what were you doing prior to doing Jim's Mowing? What were you doing prior to this?
I was working in the, mining, cleaning, accommodation buildings. And
right.
I have a law degree, but I started off being a trainee lawyer, but I didn't like the way they were talking with people. So, that didn't work out.
Same here, mate. I've got a law degree as well, and I worked in the Jim's legal department here. I thought, if this is what it's like, I don't want to do that. So same.
Yeah, too cutthroat out there in the legal industry.
You never see a happy lawyer. That's the one thing I learnt when I was doing it. I was thinking, geez, I don't want to get to that age and be miserable and unhappy and overworked. So how did you then come across Jim's Mowing, or what actually got you even interested in it in the first place?
I've actually been talking to Dan Cahill for probably 2 years.
Really?
About it.
Yeah.
I just didn't have the money to do it. So now I got a payout through the military and left my old job and rang Dan.
It can be quite scary, the process. So how's it been making the shift to doing it?
Oh, pretty good, because I looked at a number of franchises, systems, and I kept coming back to Jim's. Yeah, I just spoke to Dan. I wasn't real scared about it. I knew the system would work. It was more whether or not I could work with the system. That was the biggest issue I had. And
when you say work with the system, what do you mean by that?
Meaning, like, you got 2 hours to get back to people, and the phone just doesn't stop. And you think you've rang someone, and then you got to look up.
Yeah.
Because I just got too busy and didn't write down who I'd already rang. So I had to go back through the phone and look up the numbers. No, I've already rang that one. Yep. Okay.
And it can be hard to keep track of when you first start. It can be quite overwhelming.
Yeah. Well, I think I had 7 or 9 today.
New leads.
Yeah. It's roughly what it is, because my leads are still open.
Yeah.
I was been advised by Dan and a few others just to leave it open. And that's how it's just taken off over the Christmas period.
I was going to say, because everyone wants garden cleanups and things done last minute and all that sort of stuff. But I was going to say, how have you then managed your time then? Because it can be quite challenging, as you see, coming from completely something to this. So how have you been managing your time? You mentioned Notepad, which there's nothing wrong with the Notepad. And everyone says digital this, digital that, but a lot of guys I've been with in the field are very successful. John Wilds is a trainer, still has his black book. And that's the thing. So
yeah, I have my book with me, a report, and I have it down. One page says quotes, all the quotes I need to do.
Yeah.
And the other page is the list of jobs. I've just been telling people that, if you want it done, it'll be 2 weeks or 3 weeks. A lot of people leave it to the last minute and they want it done. Yeah. I had one today, a guy rang me and said he's just got a notice from council that they have to mow. And I said, well, you don't just get I've had the notice for a while. He goes, yeah, I've had it for 30 days. And I said, well, when's it due? And he goes, tomorrow. I said, well, that's not going to happen, mate. I'm not going to put other regulars out that are booked.
It's a good problem to have, though. You're having to turn clients back already or make clients, have to wait already.
Yeah. And I've been everywhere. I've got a few clients that I've go 50 Ks out of town.
Really?
Yeah, because no one else will go there. So
right.
None of the independents will go there. Yeah. I'll go down there and I'll book probably 5 jobs on for that day or 6 jobs to make it worthwhile.
Yep. How have you found doing the actual work itself? Because it's obviously very hot up where you are and can be quite physically draining. So have you found doing that?
Yeah, the last couple of days have been really really hard. I was told that summer would be, a bit of a wake up call. It has been. It's 30. What was today? 32 degrees and 70 or 80% humidity. So,
Gee whiz.
yeah.
But are you enjoying that physical type of work, or are you enjoying that feeling, or how are you finding it all?
Oh, not while I'm doing it, but it's when you finish and you look back on it and you see, the long grass at the start, and then at the end it's looking all right, looking good.
Yeah.
I see satisfaction. Yeah.
The great thing with you guys is you get job satisfaction multiple times a day, whereas us who work in the office, we don't know. We might not see anything for 3 months or 6 months, or don't even know why we're working on it. Where you guys can go and actually transform a property from getting a council notice to actually looking sharp, and you get that multiple times a day. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just about talking to them, and when I do my quotes, I'll give them 2 quotes. So I'll give them one if they want to become a regular. This is how much it is. If you want it once off, well, it's going to be a lot, twice as much.
That's a great tactic. So how do you find that works for you? How do you convert with that? Does that work pretty well from a conversion rate?
Yeah, pretty much most of them jump for the regular.
Really?
I said the way I do it is if you have to stay with it for a few mows. And then if I find out, if you notice it's going not regular, well, then I'll go back to the other price.
Really? That's cool. I've never heard that before. That's a really good business tactic.
Yeah. And, I had one guy complain a little bit about it, and I said, well, you can pay the higher price. It's up to you. That's the price you want it done. That's how much it's going to be.
That's a great tactic. That's a really good one. Where'd you pick that? Did you pick that from training, or was that just something you learned to come up with yourself?
I think we were just chatting, a few of the blokes I was on training with, and we chat all the time. So we just throw ideas at each other. And I said, I'm going to try this, and it's worked. Yeah.
I'm going to clip that one up and put it on our intranet. We've got a franchisee intranet which has business tips from all franchisees. I'm going to use that one there. It's a really good one. Put that on there for other people.
And just got to talk to people and don't be afraid to say no, can't do it.
And absolutely. And how did you find then the training?
Yeah, it was pretty good. It went really quick. I think I would have probably liked a little bit more hands-on training.
Yes.
I was setting up the equipment and actually using it.
Yep.
But, overall, it's pretty good.
And have you found the equipment now than using it? So have you just learnt it now properly, or are you still getting your head around it, or how are you going with that?
I'm still getting used to it.
Yeah.
I went out and bought a lot of battery operated stuff. Haven't even used any of it because it just the grass is so high.
You need a bit more.
They said you need more grunt, and it drains it.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
So what are you using? Are you using like battery powered steel, or what brands are you using?
Eco, I think it was Eco.
Okay.
Yeah. But I've pretty much all got Steel or Honda. I've been
awesome.
I just talked to the guys up here in Mackay that they point you in the right direction of what equipment to buy and what not to buy.
Awesome. And I was going to say as well, then what's been the best thing for you about doing your own business?
Probably the freedom. I've even had a week off in that time. So just to be able to do that at short notice, take kids away. I was still taking leaves when I was on holidays from people in. Yeah, I think just the freedom to be able to finish, 4:00 in the afternoon or start late if I want to. Yeah, it's great.
That's amazing. And what would you say to someone thinking about Jim's Mowing, or what would you recommend for them to do? What helped you the best, of what would help you if you started again?
Yeah, I would say jump at it. Do it.
Yeah.
You won't regret it. Probably do it, start off in winter, not in summer.
That's not a bad bit of advice. Now, ease into it a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. But my plan is to, I'm going to start off employing someone tomorrow, and then probably in about 6 months I'll employ another one.
Yeah.
And I'll take a backward step and do the quoting, and I'm going to start up a Jim's cleaning franchise. And that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you been surprised by how busy it's been?
Yeah, I have. Yeah. I think the most difficult thing is balancing the people's expectations. People ringing you up and demanding it be done today, and it's like, it doesn't work like it.
I think you're free all the time, just sitting around waiting for the phone. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a guy ring me at 5 p.m. Christmas Eve.
Really?
Come over now and do my lawn. No. And he's like, what? And I said, okay, it'll be $500 for me to come out and mow your lawn.
Yeah.
And he said, no, that's too much. And I said, well, you need to wait then. He's a regular now. I only did his the other couple of days ago.
Oh, wow, you got him as a regular. That's cool to hear.
Yeah, just putting it, that's just not reasonable.
Nah, definitely not, hasn't it? Yeah.
I've actually dropped a client because he rang me at 1:30 on Sunday morning.
Really?
Yeah, and he said, when are you coming over? And I just hung up. So I sent him a message saying, sorry, I think you need to go elsewhere.
You shouldn't have to put up with that. No one should.
No.
I was going to say that as well. How's Dan been as your franchisor support? How's he been?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. I don't have a lot of contact with him. We have
the support manager in your area.
yeah, we have a support manager. I speak to him daily.
Who's that?
That's James Kingy.
Oh, nice. Yep.
Yeah, he's been doing it for a couple of years now. So
Awesome.
yeah, I've had a number of chats with him, and he was the one that got me to buy a specialised trailer and that, which has been good.
Yep. Yeah, that's great. Well, Matt, I know you're tired because you've come back from home. You rushed on to do this, which is great. You didn't reschedule anything, so we appreciate you doing that. And I'm really glad to hear how well you're doing and already putting an employee on in your 7th week, which is a pretty great achievement. So we appreciate your time today and get some rest.
Yeah, right. Thanks, John.
No worries. Thanks, mate. I'll see you, mate.
Bye.
Mate. Thank you for listening to the episode of the More Than Just Mowing podcast by Jim's Mowing. If you do need help with your local gardening expert, please give us a call on 131 546 for Australia, 0800 454 654 for New Zealand, or head to jimsmowing.com.au or jimsmowing.co.nz. If you liked what you heard, please make sure you leave us a review as well, wherever you consume your podcast. We appreciate your support. And until next episode, we hope you have a great week.